I've learned a lot about soil improvement over the years. Dealing with gutless, sandy soils means a lot of work. Well, I've found a secret way to change things, and it's no longer a secret because I'm going to share it with you because it works beautifully in my garden, and I'm sure it's going to work in your garden too. This is My Hills Garden, and it doesn't matter where you live in what soils. If you're dealing with sands, you have to slow down the movement of water and nutrients through the soil, or it's wasted. Now, the way to do it will be to add clay into this. And by now, you've probably heard of bentonite clay. There's a lot of people pushing it, but I've got to tell you, my experience with it is it's not been working too well. And what seems to happen is the clay particles themselves actually rise to the surface because they're actually bigger than the soil particles in the sand. Now, it doesn't bind the sand together, and therefore it's not slowing the movement of moisture and nutrients through the soil. Even worse was a trial with a bentonite clay product that has zeolite and spongylite, two super absorbing minerals in it. This failed to bind the soil, and then the available nutrient was sucked up by the zeolite and spongylite, starving the plants. This proved to be the worst result of my garden trials. So, what was the best? Now, this is a special combination of a type of clay called kaolin clay. It's got rock minerals in it and also silts. When you put them together and you use them in garden beds, the results are just amazing. Now, over here, I've tried them in different types of soils. In sand, it did pretty well. In landscape mix, it did very well. But when you mix it with BioWise soil conditioner, well, I've got to tell you, the results are simply incredible. And you can see the plants, they're lush and green, and they are just so healthy and growing so strongly. Now, this type of clay, kaolin, is the same clay they use in bricks. And such a fine particle getting in amongst sand binds it together, creating a soil type just like loam, which is the perfect growing conditions for most garden plants. The CSIRO and Agriculture Department have been showing the results of this amazing clay in their agricultural trials for years, but its availability for home gardeners is only recent. Now, because of the clay and minerals that are actually mixed into the soil, you're changing the soil permanently. This is going to be a permanent improvement. And of course, the most important thing is that you suddenly don't have wettability issues like you'd normally have with sands. This is always going to hold the moisture. But the best thing about it is to keep it moist, you only need to use half as much water. So you're saving water and improving the soil at the same time.